Hey there, I'm Miguel, here to present our project, Prank Wallet. Our project is about developer tooling. I have several ideas for tools that I would like to build, and this is our attempt at showcasing a couple of them. So our project right now is a crypto wallet. It can connect to any dApp, just like MetaMask would. In fact, it uses the same button. In this case, here we run Uniswap. You can see I'm able to connect to the wallets. I'm going to showcase in a minute to prove that this is actually a real connection. So the wallet right here, it's fetching the ERC20 balances. We're using the AirStack API for this. We're also using Chainlink to fetch the corresponding USDC exchange rates, USD exchange rates. Sorry. But the main thing is this part up here where we can do a couple of interesting things. So first of all, I can impersonate any Ethereum account. So if I go here and I can type any Ethereum address, but actually to make it easier, I can also type Lens protocol handle, and it's going to fetch the corresponding owner address for it. And that's also going to propagate back to Uniswap, which is now connected to that same address automatically. So now I'm on Uniswap, but I'm under Vitalik's account, and I can interact with the interface as if I were Vitalik. I can try to submit a swap. The UI works just the same, price fetched. And if I try to make the swap, of course, I can't actually submit the transaction because I don't have Vitalik's private key. But our wallet is able to intercept the transaction request, simulate it. This is being done through an Anvil fork that we spawn from mainnets. At the time the transaction arrives, we use the Foundry tooling, we use the RAVM to run the simulation, and then we extract the events, the gas used, and a bunch of other information that we can show here. So these are all the ERC20 transfers that happened in the course of this transaction. The wrapped was minted, then it was transferred to the corresponding pool that we're using, and then USDC was finally transferred to the end user. This is the amount of ETH that the transaction spent, that came out of the user's wallet, the amount of gas that was spent, and yeah, that's it for this transaction. So in this case, I won't be able to execute it. This will fail because obviously the hash that I'm generating is invalid. If I were still on my actual account, so if I were back here and if I had the funds to do this, then the execute would just propagate the correct transaction up to the blockchain. So yeah, this is a really useful tool for debugging, for being able to preview a transaction, for QA, for people that are maybe not familiar with Foundry but still want to use those same capabilities at a couple of clicks distance in a more accessible UI. Another thing that while you can do some of these simulations using Tenderly, using Anvil, those things are either relying on third-party services, which sometimes you have to pay for, or they're relying on you having the knowledge to use those CLI tools, which a lot of the junior developers or front-end developers don't have. And so this is proof that you can have those things accessible for free, running locally, and in a very performant and accessible way.